everyone, Screaming Geek Me here. I am Jerry the Geek. Today we're going to talk about I got some 4K reviews for you, and the first one we're going to do is the Dark Crystal, brand new one from Shout Factory. But before we get into that, if you like physical media, 4Ks, Blu-rays, DVDs, if you like home theaters, movies in general, check out my other videos on my channel, because I do a lot of these reviews. I do discussions, collection updates, unboxings. Check those out. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and always comment below. Let me know what you think. So this review I'm doing for you today, we're going to talk about the 4K of Dark Crystal. This movie came out in 1982, rated PG, directed by Jim Henson and Frank Oz. This has been one of my all-time, classic favorite movies. I grew up with this. I watched them multiple times on VHS back in the day. I don't think I ever saw this at the theater. I don't remember. I may have. But basic story, you got this, what they call the Dark Crystal that's in this big chamber in this castle. And, 1,000 years ago, it got cracked and a piece of it got broke off. And two species were created, Skeksis and the Mystics. And, of course, the Skeksis, get tongue-tied, I can never say that damn word right, but anyways, they kind of rule the world in their castle. And then the Mystics, they're basically peaceful creatures. And you got this Gelfling character. His name is Jin. His family was killed, when he was younger, so he's kind of raised by the Mystics. And basically ends up, there's a prophecy where he, has to find a shard and return it to the Dark Crystal and heal it. So it's always been a great fantasy adventure movie. And of course, Jim Henson, his Creature Company, he's known for doing the Muppets, Sesame Street. So this one, just took a whole nother level, geared it toward the more of adult oriented. Now this 4K came from Shout. It actually, the release date's November 19th, next week. I got mine, since I pre-ordered it from Shout, I got mine early. And of course, if you want to, now, this came in a limited edition set. You can check out my unboxing if you want to see everything. It's very cool. Has a crystal shard, has a big box, and has some art cards. So it's a really cool set. Unfortunately, surprisingly, they didn't include a slipcover. I'm surprised they didn't, being they call it a limited edition, but they're still available. We'll get to that at the end. I'll tell you how to get them and how much they are. So this was originally filmed in 35mm, has a 4K digital intermediate, HDR10, and Dolby Vision. Or the previous 4K did not have Dolby Vision, so that was a benefit with this one. But from the get-go, this thing opens up, there's a faraway shot of the kind of landscape. You see the castle and the dark skies and it's the blue hues and some lightning lights here and there. So freaking incredible from the start. Throughout the entire movie, and it's got a lot of depth to it. The details of the puppets, the costumes, the pops of color. The night shots are very well done, are nicely lit, so it's not too dark. You still get to see everything. So incredible visuals from beginning to end. I really don't have anything bad to say about this. Now, I'm not going to do a Blu-ray comparison, but I am going to compare it with the original 4K that I have here. This is came from Sony in 2018. Now, the Sony release did not have Dolby Vision. And of course, if you know Sony, a lot of their 4Ks, they would reissue them with Dolby Vision, but they never got around to reissuing this one. But I did pop this one in afterwards, and to compare it with the new one, very little difference. I really, honestly, I got a couple screenshots here, and not true representation because I got some glare off coming up on the screen, and I just can't get good screenshots from my TV. So that's why a lot of my reviews, I don't do them anymore. But, just a couple here, you can see there's subtle differences. The naked eye, side by side is the only way you're going to notice anything. If not, there's no difference, even with Dolby Vision. You just can't tell the difference between the two. Or if you check out a review of Starship Troopers I did a while back, and I got the original 4K, then I did, and then I got the 4K reissue with the Dolby Vision, and there was a little bit of difference you could tell side by side. But this one, there was even less. So yeah, there was not a big difference between the two 4Ks here. Now for the audio track, they gave us a Dolby Atmos, which the previous 4K did have. But the upgrade with this, be upgrade for some people, is they added the 2.0 track. The previous 4K did not have that. So overall, pretty impressive tracks, even both of them. I don't have Atmos, I just have the 5.0. And it is just incredible. I mean, it really filled the room. Everything just, came alive and really sucked you into the atmosphere. Great channel separation. Everything was well balanced. Nice use of surrounds. Had some low-end bass, not a lot, but a couple times kind of kicked in. And I did play most of the movie in the Dolby Atmos track, but I did a couple times flip back into 2.0, and it was pretty impressive. I mean, for being just a stereo mode, up front, it filled the room. It really did. So the Atmos track just gave you a little bit more oomph to it, but yeah, the 2.0 was pretty damn impressive in its own. Now for the packaging, like I said, this did not come with a slip cover. Part of the big set it came in. But, the standard keep case, nice new artwork on it. And we'll open it up. They use nice artwork, nice new artwork for the Blu-ray and the 4K. It does not have a reversible cover art. Now for the bonus features, they have a lot of stuff that was ported over from the original, previous releases. We have an audio commentary with conceptual designer Brian Froud. Also, we have some featurettes, The Dark Crystal, The Myth, Magic, and Henson Legacy. The World of the Dark Crystal documentary. Reflections of Dark Crystal, The Light on the Path of Creation. Reflections of Dark Crystal, Shard of Illusion. Picture-in-picture storyboard track. Then we have original Skeksis, God damn, I can't say a fucking word. Original Skeksis language scenes with an introduction by screenwriter David Odell. And then we have deleted scenes, photo galleries, theatrical trailers. And then they have one new bonus feature that Shout Factory was responsible for this edition. And it's a fan event Q&A with Lisa Henson, the daughter of Jim Henson. And it was actually done at the Jim Henson Company. So it was pretty cool. It's kind of like an informal couch chairs, people sitting down around a room and asking her questions. And they insert some scenes from the movie in between the questions. And it's about 35 minutes long. I did watch that. Very interesting stuff there. So it's pretty cool that, Shout did go out of their way and add something new to this. It's such an iconic movie from Jim Henson. So to wrap it up, the Shout Factory edition here, mainly there is no standard version available. You have to buy the big box set, or Walmart has an exclusive steelbook available. But if you're a diehard collector, you love this movie, that would be the only reason to pick this up, or the steelbook, because, visually it's identical to a previous edition. The only difference is that 2.0 track. If you're a diehard, you want that old school stuff, if you want that 2.0 track, that would be the only reason to upgrade this. Otherwise, if you've got the old 4K, if you're happy with it, there's no need to get a set unless you really want the set. Now for the pricing availability. Now the limited edition sets are still available. Shout Factory still has them for $89.99. There's a couple other versions available. It gives you like a game board and some other stuff with it. But you can, check that out. Of course, like again, check out my unboxing to see what I got. I got the cheaper one, with a little crystal shard. Very cool. But if you want to save some money, Grub and Amazon does have the cheaper versions available, and they're $78.99 on both their sites. So if you want to save $11, I definitely would go that route. Walmart is sold out of these versions. Now, if you want the Walmart exclusive steelbook here, they are still available. It's for seven. It runs $28.96 at the moment. Luckily, they didn't sell out because my order pre-ordered this months ago, and all of a sudden it got canceled the other day because of an issue with a credit card. So I had to go back in, luckily get reordered, and they were still available. So I do have them coming. They haven't shipped yet. So if you are a diehard, fan of this film and you want to collect the different versions, you got some choices. If you're not a diehard, and if you just want the standard 4K, I would get the Sony release, much cheaper and looks, the same as what this does. So that pretty much does it for my Dark Crystal 4K from Shout Factory. Please comment below, let me know what you think, if it's something you're interested in picking up one of these special editions, or if you're okay with the Sony. Now, check out my other videos on my channel, like, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and we'll see you soon. Geek out.